This is 1 Timothy 5:8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel. There's a great deal in this chapter about, first of all, the family, and then the church providing for those who are in need. The Bible is a thoroughly realistic book, and it recognizes that not everyone is capable of making a decent living. Now, some people are not capable because they're lazy, slothful, mired in various vices and sins, and for moral reasons they can't earn a decent living. And the Bible says to such, any who won't work, don't let him eat. The Bible, again, is very realistic. The thing that will get them working is an empty stomach. But for the rest, for those who are widows, orphans, handicapped, diseased, disabled, the Bible commends to us private charity. Why private charity? Well, first of all, it's more effective and efficient. I know my neighbors. I know the people in my church. I know the families associated with our school. When these people need help, I know them personally. I can find out the kind of help they need and to what degree they actually need help or want it. And then I can provide it, and so can everyone else we know. Now, for people who want to do their own thing and be their own person and have no social ties, yeah, that's a problem. They don't have any kind of network to fall back on. And honestly, that's their problem. If they want to live as lone guns doing their own thing, having their own way, then there are consequences to that. Like, no one will take you in the day you're hungry. But for those of us who want to follow God's law order and live covenantally, we will find that there are friends and church family and covenant family who will take care of us and who are obligated, commanded by God to take care of us. And they know us and can do it most efficiently. If and when we try to commit this to a faceless bureaucratic government, there are all these problems. How do you write the laws to keep people from making the loopholes? How do you know from reading a form whether or not this person really is disadvantaged and disabled, or whether it's all a game? You hire more workers to get to know them, and more workers and more workers and more forms and more paperwork. Well, why not leave charity to the people who actually do know them? That's what the Bible commands. The Bible's examples in Old Testament law says that charity was to be performed in the community. The elders of the gate were to store up the tithes of the people and to distribute them. They would know where the needs were, and they were to meet them. And God commanded the tithe and the offering, and a good part of that was to be used for church charity, synagogue charity. But the first responsibility was on the family. If any provide not for his own, especially of those of his own household, he's denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. First, families are to take care of families. And then the church is to take care of its members, the widows, the orphan, those who have none to help them. And the Bible, the Old Testament, particularly beyond this, suggests other alternatives. Commanded them in Israel, certainly. And we'll do that on the next tape.